What is going on, everybody? How we doing? The soggy Monday. It's just been raining. It seems like it's been raining all day. And I was like, hockey's about to start. We were kind of chilling. We were watching what's that? The Resident Alien. So we watched that, and then it was the season finale, by the way. But yeah, we've just been kind of chilling. Anyways, got a beer. I'm just gonna do a quick beer tonight, just like most nights, really. So hope everybody's having a fun and hope you had a fun and safe Memorial Day. And yeah, anyways, Save the World Chasing Broncos. Check this beer can out. Yeah, not bad, huh? Yeah, I got two screens going here, so it's kind of screwy. It's a 6.5% alcohol by volume, Juicy IPA. There's a couple things to read on this, but yeah, Save the World Brewing. They're out of Marble Falls, Texas. I got this beer at Lone Star, and I hit that thing. I did it. I did it again. I did it again. I got this at Lone Star. Oh, please don't pop. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Try to hard pour it. Let's get it out of the can as fast as we can. Okay, got a nice little head on it, and it's not like it's. Oh, we got some floaters. Oh, buddy, did you see it come out? That's why I don't. If you get like a, if you're getting like a local brewery or a small brewery or something like that, I don't recommend hard pouring like all the time. And also, like there's some still in here. I tend to not drink like when there's just a little bit down there. You can hear it kind of thudding around. But yeah, I don't want to drink it because it's essentially like trub for the most part. You know, you'll see floaters kind of coming around, going around and whatnot. But let's see what we got here. One, this is amazing looking. Look at that. Ooh, baby. I'm trying to keep the cameras in front of the other. I got yelled at last time I was live. Somebody goes, "Look at the camera." I was like, chill out. Oh, it's so damn juicy. All right, so juicy IPAs are known for their intense fruit flavors, hazy appearance, and softer, less bitter taste compared to classic or West Coast IPAs. They often are brewed with the newer hop varieties that impact tropical, citrus, and berry notes and are typically unfiltered to maintain a creamy, soft feel. So that's why you'll see, but this thing's been in my fridge for a while. I don't see a date on it either. Um, and so all that stuff settles at the bottom. So you don't go shake the can up or you don't crazy pour it or anything like that. So, all right. Whew, that is good. That's damn good. All right. Get to know me. Says Juicy IPA. I'll put the can up here. Juicy IPA showcasing Southern Hemisphere hops packed with a bright tropical citrus aromas and juicy hop flavors of peach ring, mango, and pineapple. Proudly brewed in the heart of the hill country, Marble Falls, Texas. What do we get? Some other stuff on here. It says Go Texan. This is Texas Craft Brewers Guild Independent. Brewed by Save the World Brewing Company, 1510 Resource Freeway or Parkway, Marble Falls, Texas. Indian Pale Ale. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, I mean, super fruity. The Mars Explorer today found an ice wallow. Men's Calm. Great day in history. Oh, that's cool. Men's Calm. Lizzie Bing in the house. How we doing? But yeah, this is like I think this is like for Lizzie that's in here on Twitch. And we're live on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and X. This is oh my god, I just realized I didn't update the thing on live. Anyways, um, this would be right up her alley. She loves hazies, and this is a juicy, which is technically a hazy. A little bit more fruity though. With hazy IPAs and things like that, you get more of a grapefruity, a different type of citrus, right? With these, the fruit flavors, it's a little fruity, maybe a little tropical. Now you can have some tropical hazies as well. So yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, I mean we had a good weekend, went a little hard on Friday. Was it Friday night? No, I think we just chilled. I think we chilled around the house. And then like Saturday, I can't remember. These 3-day weekends, they last seems like forever. Anyways, I hung wallpaper, hung up mirrors, giant mirrors, huge mirrors, did my chores around the house, cleaned the pool, cleaned up the backyard, put stuff together. We bought like 8 plants and I potted all but 2. Got some citronella, some rosemary, yada, yada, yada. Yeah. It was like, how we doing over there on TikTok? craft beer guys in here. Ladybug. Oof. So yeah, it ended. And we had a cookout yesterday. Perfect day. That's what we did. I think Friday we hung out by the pool because I had like a half day, so we hit the pool, hung out, chilled. Went out to Buffalo Wild Wings, had a couple beers, watched the Stars game, played some Golden Tee, and then came back to the house, hit the tub, chilled, and then got up the next day. Like I said, did all the other chores and crap, and ran around town, ran ragged. I went to like 10 different stores, freaking annoying. Ugh. But then yesterday, that was it was pool day again. Cookouts, had some sausage, some little short ribs or whatever. I don't know. Stepson was on the grill, so he's charcoal guy, and I'm gas guy. So I don't. I never could make the charcoal. I never. Every time I cooked with charcoal, it's like they tasted like charcoal. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but the way whatever he does with the brats and stuff like that, we had a freaking blast. Stayed out there till the sun went down, then came in and just kind of chilled, played a little bit of beer pong, and then finished off by watching Hannibal and a couple. I think there was like two movies that were on, and we stayed up like till one or two watching Hannibal. So I think it was Hannibal. But yeah, that's really it. I mean, that's my whole weekend in a nutshell. Didn't do anything phenomenal, but I got some rest in. I'm obviously hot. You can see me sweating. I just slap. I got this old stinky shirt on too, so just everything's kind of hitting me. But yeah, this is a solid beer. I think I'm gonna try to pour just a little bit more. I don't want a bunch of floaters. I don't want a bunch of stuff coming out of it. I did have to record Ranger Roundup this morning. Oh, there goes a chunk. I need like a strainer. Come on. Yeah, almost there. Oh, almost there. There. Yeah, that's close enough. You hear that? Yeah. Anyways, this thing gets banging high scores on Untapped. I'll talk more about in a minute, and I'll also give you my score as well because I'm not going to be on here long. Florida and Carolina are going at it. Game 4, Florida's up by 3 games to nothing. It's over. You know what I mean? Like even if Carolina somehow wins this one, it's done. Florida's on a mission to win this year. Stars are breaking my heart every time I turn around. They won game 1. It was like, all right, awesome. Then game 2 happened. It shutout. And then yesterday, it sucked. It's like, good God. They play again tomorrow. The other thing, I don't think we're going to do the show on Wednesday. I don't think so. Maybe I'll do a live stream or something like this. So, but yeah, I'm not worried about it too much. Ooh, I wonder if it'll let me update. Let's see. And let's just clear all this out. Update all. Will it let me do it? Hey, it's updated. Jesus. Anyway, but yeah, and then today, like I said, it rained all day, which was kind of perfect because it gives you time to just chill, pick up around the house, charge like security cameras and do, break down boxes and just other crap that you need to get done. We're actually under a flood watch today. So waiting for all that crap to be over with. I'm tired of it. I'm like, bring on the heat. And it was only like 90 yesterday. And I was just sweating nonstop. And I know the hundreds are coming, but what are you going to do? And I'm using a different camera right here. I'm using the Logitech, the old 920, that you can actually do you can do 1080p. Because the Brio, I don't know what it is about the Brio. I don't like it. I don't know what's going on with it. It just seems to be completely, it's just not working for me. Not working for me today or this year. Every time I think about getting a new webcam, I'm like, oh no, just use a real camera. I'm like, okay, cool. Then I got to figure out all that crap. And every day, every week, I'm talking about just not doing this anymore. Because really, there's a couple different, our fantasy football podcast I really enjoy doing. That's going to stay around, obviously. But everything else, I love the Ranger Roundup too. Don't get me wrong. Even though, Facebook shut my page down, Instagram's causing headaches, but X is working perfectly. And obviously, with those podcasts, we're all under the same group. So you can find us all together and grouped together and whatnot. So, but yeah, I need to get these beers out of my fridge. I bought this, I don't know, like between it can't even be 6 months ago. It has to be almost a year. This is a clear the fridge episode essentially. Cause I'm like, you know what? I picked up the fridge, made it look all nice and presentable. But as I'm doing, I'm like, these beers are still here. And I've got a bunch of randos. I'm like, I need to get through these beers. We need to clear the fridge and do it. And I was like, instead of doing it like just I'll just do live. Just hit live and go and hit it out. You know what I'm saying? So just knock it out of the park. There's a couple things I got to update on this thing, anyways. But yeah, I mean, all in all, this beer being that old, and again, I got it from Lone Star Beverages in Carrollton, Texas, a really cool place. Tons of craft beer, and they got wine and some other stuff there too. Lotto tickets and smokes and stuff. But they got a walk-in cooler. They got beer. They got a ton of beer from local and around the world. So for me, right down the street, I can get some good beer, which is awesome. Stupid boom thing. Thing driving me crazy. Yeah, that's pretty damn good. All right, let's take a look at the Untapped on this. Untapped, I think it has the same thing, bursting with tropical flavors, blah blah balance, bitterness for pleasant, smooth, hazy IPA. You'll need to buckle up for the incredible aromatics on this one. Snowman in the house, what up? How are we doing, buddy? Cheers to you. All right. So it says 6.5% alcohol by volume. I talked about that. It has 15 IBUs. Um, it's listed as a juicy IPA on the can, but on Untapped it shows IPA, New England slash hazy. So it's juicy IPA is damn near hazy. Look at that. Looks like orange juice at this point. This thing's been checked in 2,649 times. 2,239 of those are unique. 162 monthly. Now, I was talking. They had monster scores. You tend not to have beers that are above a 4. This is an average score of 4.06. It's damn good. Out of 2,056 ratings. So people who are trying it love it. When was the last time this was last checked in an hour ago? Let me see what their can. It says Juicy IPA. Okay, so they actually have. It looks like they updated their can art, but it still says Juicy IPA. So that's what we're going to. Cheers, you man. Homemade drink for my courtesy of my beautiful wife. If we ever make it to Texas, we need to do some reviews together. Absolutely, absolutely. I need to hit you up anyways with the football season coming up. We need to go through. We'll do it on probably I don't know strikeout beer or fantasy football, SB fantasy football, but we need to go through your 49ers. Um, the schedule. So you can give us a preview, wins, losses. That's pretty much it. Talk a little bit about it. Expectations this year, concerns. Yeah. Probably do it in upcoming weeks, actually. Yeah, in a couple weeks. So this beer, like I said, it's a stunning score. I'm almost ready to pound the rest of this because I don't know what we're getting into tonight. I don't know if we're gonna go somewhere and watch the hockey game or we're gonna just do it here, which would be more up my alley because I gotta get up early tomorrow. And there's storms coming in tonight. So they're talking like thunderstorms, more rain, crap. As long as there's no hail, right? As long as there's no hail and no crazy winds over 60 or 70, I think we're okay. And now that you might think that's kind of high, but there's mornings I've woken up to the swirling of the wind and the hail, and it's like you look outside the window and you can't see what's going on. You just see the water swooshing around out there, hitting the window so damn hard, but also just flying around. So when that happens, I essentially go to the front door because I'm an idiot. So I go to the front door, open it up, but I'll make sure the storm door is locked, and you can just sit there and S is just going all over the place. And we've had it happen a couple times last like 2 years, so it's crazy. Whenever you need me, old snowman's here for you. I got you, buddy. I got you. So with this beer, super tropical citrus, tropical citrus. I get some peach in there. Definitely pineapple and mango though. Definitely the pineapple and mango, which is making this kind of refreshing. It's a perfect summer drink, beverage if you want to call it that. But yeah, I've kind of just been talking too much. That's the beauty part of doing like a duet podcast, right? You do a when you're flying solo, you're talking or drinking, and sometimes thinking. But when you're hanging out with your buddy, you can kind of hand off. Hey, go ahead and start talking. I'm going to take a drink. He takes a drink. I start talking. Yada yada yada. And I've had a problem lately of breathing on these shows. I can feel myself holding my breath and then taking deep breaths. I don't know why. Don't know why. We're almost there. Let's it. Now there are, if you can see right there, see that? See those little things down there? That's what I was talking about. A little bit of trub, a little bit of floaters, just kind of hanging out. But as Scott Knowles said, he goes, no, you little buddies, don't worry about those little guys. They're fine, you know. And he looked at them and gave it a swirl, knocked it back. So that's when I was brewing beer. I was using kits and things like that. And, you know, instead of just kind of taking what you can get out of it without making a complete mess, I was tilting the vessel a little too much, and it was disrupting the trub at the bottom, which is like dead yeast and whatnot. And I'm tilting it forward, it's disturbing, it's moving around. So then I'm trying to get more out of the bottom, and I end up getting some of that. And so in my bottles, when I was bottling, it had some in there. You can see the sediment a little bit in the bottle, a little bit. Not in all of them, obviously, but I'd roll off like another one or two and it'd have it in there. I was like, damn it. That's when I had an Irish red. So, anyways, that's going to do it, I think. I wanted to get in, get out under 20 minutes. We're at 17, feeling good. Let's go out there and watch this Florida Carolina game. You guys and gals enjoy the rest of your night. I might be back tomorrow for a quick little review, or clear the fridge. I gotta drink them all. I gotta get these things out of my fridge. It's time to turn over some stuff. Let's get going. Let's get on down the road and figure something out. But all right, I'm out of here. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Enjoy yourself. Talk to you later. Adios.